Hey guys, it's me, Chelsea, aka the Book Babe, and the book that I'm going to be reviewing today is actually the third book in a 5 book series, and it's called The Rose of Versailles by Riyoko Ikeda. And it's actually a manga. And a manga is a comic book or graphic novel originating from Japan that is aimed at both adults and children and is typically characterized by highly stylized art. It is also read from back to front and right to left. And this particular manga is a shoujo manga, which just means that it is targeted at a younger female demographic. They also usually focus on romantic relationships or emotions and feature large eyed female characters and have an overall detailed, pretty style to them. So, as you can see here, that is a pretty standard example of what shoujo style manga looks like. The author, Riyoko Ikeda, originally published this manga in 1972, and it really helped popularize the shoujo manga genre. And Rose of Versailles ultimately became a very influential series for future manga illustrators. The author also helped with female empowerment in Japanese society due to her very strong female characters. One of the main characters, Lady Oscar's identification with being a man, as well as the various female same sex relationships throughout the series, which is known as Yuri in manga, were also very groundbreaking for the time that it was published and have continued to make it a very popular series within the LGBTQ plus community. I first discovered the series in Japan while I was studying abroad and immediately fell in love with it. And upon my return to the States, started trying to find an English translation of it. And much to my distress, I was unable to find it anywhere. So imagine my surprise and delight when I learned that they were finally going to be publishing it in English, which happened in February of last year. So, the basic summary of the book is it follows the story of Marie Antoinette from when she first becomes the Queen of France to, spoiler alert if you don't know French history, the French Revolution and her eventual death. This particular book, like I said, is the third book in the series, so I would definitely recommend that you start with the first book so you can follow the storyline because they really don't stand alone very well. So this book starts with Count von Fersen leaving the woods after a secret rendezvous with Marie Antoinette and then ends with Oscar and her company preparing to march on Paris per the king's command. And this particular book wasn't my favorite of the series just because it focused a lot on Oscar's army life, and I tend to like the extravagance and the elaborate hair and dresses and ballroom scenes, and this didn't really have that much of that. It does have some love aspects to it, but I feel like it wasn't the main focus in this particular book in the series. So, this book I would probably give 3 stars out of 5, but for the overall series, I would absolutely give it 5 out of 5. I'd love to know what you guys think of it though. So feel free to give me any comments or let me know what you thought of it. And if you wanted to discuss or share anything about the book or the series overall, as well as any advice for what you'd like to see in my next book review or any book recommendations for me, I'm always happy to hear your thoughts and I look forward to what you have to say. See you next time.